Okay, so a couple of us have been talking about starting a school, and I got a call from Brian Holloway. He suggested that we do a video. I think he called it a prequel. That sounded like a good idea. So I wanted to just kind of briefly share the ideas behind this effort and also introduce Matushka, who will be the Kyushoku Obacha? Lunch is provided by Matushka Anastasia. So the idea behind the school, try to keep this short. There's a school closing called PFLA, Promising Futures Leadership Academy. It's a school that was the catching point for kids that didn't make it for one reason or another in the regular Syracuse City schools. So they created this school where there was different forms of assistance for the different kids, and now they're closing it apparently for financial reasons. So some of these kids, let's say maybe they didn't make it in a particular high school because maybe they were intimidated or something. They were scared for their safety. They have social issues, or maybe they got kicked out because they were causing trouble, or maybe for various reasons. They didn't make it in one of the city schools, and they wound up at this catch-all facility for the kids that didn't make it in the various areas. So now, as a result of funding having ended, after some years, good number of years that they ran the school. So these are kids that maybe went to a high school briefly, didn't even go to the high school, went straight to this program, and for whatever reason were judged to not that it wouldn't be best for them to continue in their high school. Now they're being sent back to those high schools, and those high schools are being asked to invite them back. So maybe a high school has just kicked someone out 2 months ago, and now they're being told they need to invite them back. And whether that's going to be wholeheartedly done or not, for various reasons, the people associated with the school, many of the people associated with the school, think that there would be some kids that won't have, a great option to finish their high school career. So maybe they're a junior, they got a year left, or maybe there's a sophomore and they got 2 years left. They may not have a good school to go to, and some of them, the expectation is just will stop going to school. So I had been thinking about the idea of experimenting with alternative approaches to education, and to hear from my cousin, who's a teacher at PFLA, Michael Dotterer, that this school was closing. I thought, hey, maybe this would be a chance. Maybe there would be kids that would need a place to land at. Fusing those two ideas, the idea is to start a school. Initial working name is Launch Point Academy. There's a building next to the West Area Athletic and Athletic Center, Ray Rinaldi's place, where Coach Chris Burns works. They were donated a building several years ago, which for unrelated reasons, my construction crew has been building out. And put the thought together, I don't know, maybe we could use that effective 2-room schoolhouse in the city to collect some of these kids that aren't inclined to go back to the high school, or that don't have that option from the city schools, and to run it as a Christian school. I'm a deacon in the Orthodox Church, and to focus on these particular kids, looking at how to help them get the best possible education as they complete their high school careers, or maybe get on track for a trade or a college, or maybe set up a type of curriculum where they would have the flexibility, the religious foundation, and really the love and the care in a small school environment that might help them to get established and make their way. So that's the idea behind the school, and this is my first video. Thanks.